I don't know if I would call myself a trailblazer, because I think there are other people before me that I would have to give that title to.
Bill Jones's great-grandfather, Amos Jones, a man who was born into slavery, bought his first 50 acres of land in Caldwell, Texas, at the age of 19.
He is a trailblazer. I feel like I'm a beneficiary rather than a trailblazer.
Bill grew up on that same family ranch in Caldwell and worked the land with his family.
It was a working ranch. He was baling hay, and he was working cattle, and he was riding horses, and he was tending to the land. And there's something about that experience with Bill that has remained with him.
And I don't know what that is in the bloodline, but Bill Jones has it.
For me, that's at the core of Bill's quiet leadership. He knows to work hard, and he knows what it means to work hard. He knows the value that you obtain when you do, and then you see the success of it.
After high school, Bill graduated from Texas A&M and Baylor Law. He was the first African American hired by what is now known as Locke Lord. For the next 16 years, Bill practiced commercial and civil litigation for that firm and then for his own firm. When Rick Perry became governor, he asked Bill to become his general counsel. Bill's father was elated.
And he couldn't have imagined the extent to what I was able to accomplish in the law, neither was I. He couldn't dream that big to have one of his sons work as the general counsel for a governor of the state of Texas. But it did happen, and he got to see it.
I think that Bill Jones is an old soul. I have this sense that he has wisdom always beyond his years.
There's a deep core of feeling within Bill that rises to the top when you have a conversation with him. And I think he has a mission to make a difference in life, and I think he's done that.
It is difficult to pick a highlight of my career because my entire career has been a highlight. One would be representing a woman in a personal injury lawsuit where she lost her son, and just before the jury verdict, she said to me, "Do you know what I'm going to do with the money if we win?" And I said, "No, I had an idea that, maybe a house or a car or something that she might need." And she said, "I'm going to buy my son a tombstone." And let's just say that we got her enough to take care of a tombstone and a little extra.
I think that Bill was chosen as a recipient of this award because he exhibits the kind of professional proficiency that we look for in this award. But way beyond that, he has this servant's heart that I have seen in a bunch of different contexts.
I think one of my proudest accomplishments is putting the African American Monument on the state capitol grounds, which was 3 years of very hard work. And I think of all of the things that I've done and the things that I'm passionate about, that one probably is at the top of my list.
You don't build a monument on the Texas Capitol grounds and lead the effort without having great relationships with people of both parties, and to build bonds in order to get something like that accomplished.
Bill Jones will be remembered as a Texas giant of sorts.
Just an amazing person, and I think he is well deserving of this great honor.
If we look at the history of the Austin Bar, the Houston Bar, the State Bar of Texas, quite frankly, there was a time when I would not have been welcome here. And we are living in a time when the Austin Bar Association can recognize someone for what they've done and their character, and literally live out the dream of Martin Luther King. And that's what it means. That's why it's important. It's not about me per se, as it is where are we as a society, where are we as a culture, and where are we as a legal culture? Because quite frankly, if you don't have the law, and if you don't have access to the law, you can never have true equality.
Bill, congratulations on being the Austin Distinguished Lawyer. You are well deserving of the award. You're a great friend to me and my family, and I wish you all the best.
Bill, it is a privilege to personally congratulate you for receiving the Austin Bar's Distinguished Lawyer Award. You are a blessing to all of us.
A living memorial of Bill's great-grandfather Amos still stands on the original 50 acres of land he purchased in 1882.
That pear tree was planted by him in his orchard, and it still survives to this day, and it still bears fruit. So it is an iconic family tree, and a very important reminder of how deep his roots run in our family still.
Just as this pear tree's roots run deep, so does the lasting legacy of Amos Jones's great-grandson.